flies and carrion beetles. After spending an entire year to develop to bloom, that flower is only open for a period of 5 to 7 days before it decomposes back into the jungle floor. For the plant to successfully reproduce, that fly has to visit a male flower, take that pollen to a female flower, and if successful in that narrow window of opportunity, a seed will grow, filled with thousands of tiny seeds. A fruit will grow, filled with tiny, tiny, tiny seeds. Those seeds must be consumed by tropical rodents. The seed must pass through the digestive tract unharmed in that rodent and be deposited perfectly in an envelope of fertilizer directly onto the stem of another tropical grapevine. Only then will the plant reproduce. It is miraculous. How does something like this exist in nature? I absolutely am blown away by the rarity of this thing. It's like a unicorn, a mystical creature. Well, I had longed for exotic travel for really as long as I can remember. And that was not a reality for me until just last year when I took a trip of a lifetime to Southeast Asia with my mom and partner. We spent our 3-week journey, starting in Thailand, working our way through Malaysia, and ending in Singapore 3 weeks later. The trip was a dream come true. The sights, sounds, smells, tastes of Southeast Asia were everything I can imagine them to be. But it was indeed a dream come true, for when we found ourselves in the middle of Malaysia, on the top of a mountain, in a tiny town called Tenerata, when I learned that there, 5 miles from my hotel, was a blooming rafflesia. How was this possible? I had not thought about this plant for a decade, and now here I was, in that precise window of opportunity, those 5 to 7 days, when I could see my unicorn, there, so close by. Well, needless to say, a sleepless night led to an early morning pickup. First the tourists, and then a native Malaysian guide was hired to take us to the flower. We hopped in our 4x4 Range Rover and headed up that mountain as high as it could go before being stuck hopelessly in the mud. Our foot hike commenced. My mother and I trekking up that mountain with all of our will and tenacity. A hard journey for me, nearly impossible for my almost 60-year-old mother. Grueling, excruciating, a testament to will and tenacity, lugging our way up that mountain path. And just when we thought we couldn't take another step, there it was, in front of us, the rafflesia. This is a photo of bliss. A picture of serenity. A snapshot of nirvana. Or perhaps it's just a photo of a man in flower. It really depends entirely on your perspective. Right? These moments, however, exist all around us. But so many of us are completely caught up in the daily grind that we fail to take notice. I noticed. I felt it. I knew that something special had happened. In his piece, Swimming to Cambodia, actor and author Spalding Gray talks about finding a perfect moment before any trip to any destination can conclude. It's that precise moment in time when nothing else exists. You are completely, mercilessly hurled into that moment. It's that moment in time when you can absolutely see the sacred in the mundane. That moment in time where it feels like nothing else matters. If a bolt of lightning strikes me now, it would be okay. I've accomplished everything I need to do in life. And simultaneously, feeling like there was so much left to do. Spalding found his moment on a Thai beach. I found my moment on the top of a mountain in the Malaysian jungle. What's really important is knowing that something occurred. Really feeling like something occurred. Knowing that I experienced something magical, something special, perhaps even something sacred. I know I will always be on the lookout for my next one. Will you guys be ready for yours? Mr. Toastmaster.
Claiming first place, International E-1 from the People's Republic of Wave Makers.
much, gentlemen. Congratulations.